Good evening. There is some breaking news. The Pittsburgh School Board is holding an emergency session over an unauthorized trip to Cuba taken by the superintendent and 4 administrators.
That session comes after our report on that unauthorized trip. Andy Sheehan is joining us live. Andy, what are the board members saying tonight?
Well, Susan, the school board is demanding answers and whether this violated district policy on out-of-the-country travel and accepting gifts from vendors. Are you concerned about this Cuba trip and whether it was authorized by the board?
I'm concerned about it. I'm looking forward to gathering more facts about it.
School board members convened late this afternoon behind closed doors to get to the bottom of that trip to Cuba by Superintendent Anthony Hamlet and 4 of his top administrators. KDKA Investigates revealed last week that over spring break, the group of Pittsburgh educators flew to Miami at district expense, and from there were flown to Havana and parts beyond. A 2-day tour of the island described as an expedition, an out-of-country trip without the required approval of the school board.
I would say they were concerned about all aspects of it, including the apparent lack of approval, the fact that it was paid for by a vendor.
At the conclusion of the meeting, board solicitor Ira Weiss said the board has authorized him to conduct an in-depth investigation.
I've been directed to conduct an investigation of all those issues, how the trip came to be, who paid for it.
Weiss said this would take a week or more. Are any sanctions being considered against the superintendent?
I think it's premature to get into that. We have to determine what as a fact what happened here, what the circumstances were leading up to it, what roles various people played in it, and compare all that against these policies and state laws that I've referenced.
Now, as Ira Weiss said, there is a high level of concern about this trip among the Board of Education. There are unanswered questions, and the board means to get answers. Andy Sheehan reporting live in Oakland. Back to you.